Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so this is going to be a Divine Masculine Turbo Boost reading. So Divine Masculines out there, if you'd like a little extra help on where you're at on your journey right now, this is for you. It's going to be emotionally, mentally, and physically. And just have a little bit of a what can the DM see and benefit from at this time. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as only the highest, most beneficial channel of positive things coming through. What can we see for the masculines emotionally at this time? Okay, so we are getting, oh wow, we got the 3D and the 5D. So masculines, really pay attention to where things, this is like the happy meeting place in the material realm of this energetic stuff from behind the scenes. So really paying attention emotionally, how you're feeling, emotional regulation, I'm hearing. Yeah, because there is this, I heard bridging in the 3D right now, but this grander reality that is the energetic stuff. Okay, so let's get some support. What do the DMs need to know about this 3D bridging? Simultaneity, nonlinear processing, and epiphanies. So yeah, there's something to do with the epiphanies you're having, masculines, about the material realm, about the ways that you're having ideas come to mind about how to bring this connection in when it's warranted, especially since we're looking at the emotions here. What I'm getting is that as you come on board for that, masculines, that your feminine is also having this simultaneous epiphany about how certain things can work in certain ways. It's kind of like when you compare notes, or as you navigate what's about to happen, that you're going to find some seamlessness. I'm getting these two peas in a pod. They're cherries, but yeah, masculines, it's like you're taking care of a few things here, but your feminine is also over here taking care of some things. Just getting that both are happening at the same time. What am I getting? I'm trying to figure out. So yeah, masculines, don't feel like you have to do too much right now, but feminines, it feels like the masculines are making up for lost time by considering you and them while you're just over here considering you. So there's a very romantic kind of thing going on here. But masculines, yeah, that's partly what it is too, because this says non-linear processing. And so even, you know, feminines are finally linearizing and streamlining, and masculines, you've got past considerations in the now is what I'm getting there. So it feels like you are connecting some major dots at this time. What can we see for the 5D? So this is emotional stuff, like emotional processing, double time, emotional processing for the masculines, but in a balanced way. It's like taking, again, I'm being drawn to how balanced these two cherries are, one representing past things and one in the now. So masculines are very much considering their feminine and themselves, the present and the past, when thinking about the way things can play out physically right now. What can we see for this 5D emotional processing for the masculines? That popped nicely. Oh, we got union. So we got clarity, knowledge, channeling, and unification. I met a woman named Clarity today. That is so cool. What a neat name. And here is that. So a seal of clairsentience. It's just a sign for me personally. Clarity, knowledge, channeling, and unification. So separation is an illusion. Masculines, you've got this knowledge that you have been unified on this processing, on this emotional level all the way along. So yeah, seal of clairsentience. Masculines are very much connecting the dots in the physical here and bringing the 5D awarenesses in to validate these connections in the physical. This is where it's justified and warranted to bring it in when there has been enough spiritual or energetic mastery, validation. You know, on this journey, we go from people pleasing and wondering what others would think to trusting the signs, the synchronicities, our own internal knowing, and bringing that full circle in as a recognition. There is nobody else that can do this mutually with us, mutual being the operative word, because if it's one-sided, that is a potential that happens, and sometimes we do get those one-sided developmental relationships, but these masculines are reciprocating and affirming with you, divine feminines, that they are indeed seeing things in energetic terms and recognizing that with you. They're coming on to the same page. They are considering their feminines. So what can we see for the guidance for the divine feminines that I know are out there watching this? Yeah, let it ground. This is the lovers. So this is just let it come in. Let the masculines ground this. Let the masculines lead this. Let the masculines affirm this so it can be mutual. This is not something you need to tell them. Just keep seeing how it is so in your own observation of reality. Okay, what can we see for the conscious mind, divine masculines, turbo boosting awareness here? Whoa, we got quite a few. So 3. The 5 of Swords fell face down. I like it in the inverted like this because it's a free will accountability. So masculines are taking accountability for their own thoughts, their own choices, their own processing, and they are freeing their own minds. We got the 8 of Swords here. So this is where we're trapped. We feel hopeless. We don't know which way to go. And this is a combination that's saying the masculines are taking matters into their own hands. On the conscious mind, they realize they can't defer, deflect, avoid, dismiss, run from their life path, from what makes them happy, from the things that they don't think others would agree with or validate or support. This is the individuation of the masculines here on the conscious mind. Actually, I'm going to leave the next bunch that fell out and we're going to clarify just that portion because there's quite a few to get through here on the conscious mind. So what can we see for the masculines regarding this? Wow. Seal of fulfilled transformation, alchemy, metamorphosis, and karmic completion. This did come out in the inverted. So masculines are heavily, I just heard, in the process of letting go of all of those things that they have represented that have not been their own truth. And they are coming through this. So we got seal of clairsentience. On the emotional level, the masculines are sealed. The deal is sealed. They love you, divine feminines. They want this. They want to ground it in the physical. Now on the conscious mind, they are still exiting the karmic affiliations, contracts, ways of living, expectations, but they are actively giving themselves empowered pep talks to release that stuff consciously. What do the feminines need to know about it? Yeah, stay neutral. Let your masculine do their rite of passage. You can have one eye on the progress and stay open to witnessing that as it unfolds, but don't push an agenda and don't try and teach them. Watch them come to it on their own, because that is going to be this relationship's saving grace, I just heard. Okay, next we get 9 of Wands. So this is like the perseverance, but already usually the 10 of Wands reduces to the Ace of Wands, which is that new passionate beginning. But look at this. Masculine has already begun seeing the higher timelines and potentials available in this connection. So they've already started setting their sights on this progress. I am kind of getting with seal of karmic fulfilled transformation, that's a 12, and I heard December, the 12th month. And so by the end of December, the new year, New Year's resolution, I'm just feeling they're already thinking about what's going to happen next year. That's going to alleviate a lot of burden. They see a passionate new beginning. They see a purpose-filled new beginning with their counterpart in the year to come. We see a rest period, the Tower and Knight of Swords. So masculines are resting, you know, before the big day, I heard, before the game on, before the marathon begins. It's like they know that once this thing kicks off, feminines, that it's go time. They're not telling you this, but they're preparing. The Tower is here. Everything is changing to ready for this relationship. And there is a resting here. So third-party situations have been released. Even if that was, you know, take it how it resonates. It can be past relationships that were still holding the masculines back. They are really allowing the truth to be revealed from those things, and total paradigm shifting within, also externally. So I'm even hearing for some friend groups that were associated with past lovers or partners that the masculines were still hanging on to, some things like that are being released. They're not really talking about this, but internally they're letting go. This can be anything like that that has caused a third energy, an impasse, a problem with coming forward, or a hesitancy. They are really forward focused now on the conscious mind. Okay, masculines, what is the advice for this process of releasing whatever the third energy was that was holding you back? And setting for the, yeah, wow, literally we get hydrogen atom. It's the number 1 card in this deck, and it says consciousness, beginning, and faith. They're picking up this incredibly spiritually, energetically inspired life, and everything that they've known before. They're letting go of the material realm, the old lives. They're dropping old timelines like hot potatoes, I just heard. In preparation for this new beginning, they are fully focused on the new beginning and inspired to let go of everything that is not going to align with that. What is the advice for the feminines? The Star. Yeah, so this is really forward focused here, feminines. This is the destined path, star-crossed lovers. This is in the cards kind of energy. So just trust that whatever's happening right now, if this is resonating with you, feminines, if it's not limerence, if this is actually what you've already been feeling, let this be a confirmation. It's coming. It's coming. Okay, in the physical, what can we see to turbo boost the masculines forward here? Another whole bunch of cards. Okay, so we get reciprocity. So the masculines want to balance the scales here. Making up for lost time, I heard again. I think that came through already. Like they're double timing what they think you're doing right now to get ready. There's something that they're balancing the scales with in the physical. This is in the physical. Let's get a support card for the masculines, burning the candle at both ends. Actually, it's like an energizer candle. As they burn it, it gives them energy because they're coming forward to this new thing. Okay, lunar progressor. Emotional equilibrium, compassionate non-attachment. Yeah, exactly. So even though they're working double time right now, that can be a metaphor or legitimate, they are balanced. They're in a happy place. They're in non-attachment. So their hearts and their minds are in the right alignment to be energized by this forward focused clearing and extra energy they're expending right now as they make ready things in their lives to step into the new year, turning over a new leaf on a new foot, I just heard. What can we see for the next thing? We got the 10 of Pentacles. So this is in the inverse, and I'm hearing they want it all with you, Divine Feminines, but they don't know exactly how you're going to want it. And so they don't have it all on, you know, a silver platter completely. They want to include your great ideas. Your ideas are amazing, and they're recognizing that here. So they can only do so much and prepare so much. This is that surprise energy again. The masculines are really hoping, wishing, dreaming on a new level, I'm feeling here. So yes, for the group of divine masculines that are about to reveal something over this holiday season into the new year, feminines, yeah, get ready. If that's you, if you are close like that to the potential, if you can actually see that happening in your scenario, that's beautiful. For those who you might not think that it's coming that quickly, this is also a layer in the energy that will revolve one stage closer to that. So, you know, everything is cyclical. Every time we have a breakthrough, a major cycle of learning, a deepening within our heart space about trust and connectivity and affinity. Every time we go through a revolution of that, it deepens. So wherever you're at in the journey, whatever your situation is, and you alone know what that is without limerence, with just a grounded assessment of it, a practical, realistic assessment, whatever stage you're at, there is one more deepening revolution happening here. So that can be aha moments. That can be just, you know, I'm feeling for a very few, the masculines are for the first time realizing it's love. A lot of the masculines that are getting ready to profess their love to go into permanent union have known it's been love since way back, and those cycles have been revolving closer to the timing that is affording these unions to come in. But I'm feeling like there are 6, 7, 8 cycles represented in my viewers right now, from those who are just really dawning on the masculines that they love you or have just met you, all the way to those who are about to come into union with their counterpart. So yeah, regardless, the masculines are seeing it all with you, and on whatever revolution, they're wondering what you would want to include in your future with them, in your life with them, feminines. This is the legacy, the long term, the life partnership. Let's see what the advice is for the masculines. We are getting Temple of Eventual Destinies, benevolence, spiritual progression, and enlightenment. So masculines know it's just a matter of time, or at least they hope so. And they are wanting to continue to evolve, and sort of what I got was our work here is never done. And so they don't want to just cozy up in, you know, the happily ever after. They know that it's going to be a process of continued learning and growth. So whichever cycle they're on, I'm thinking of that Sade song that I posted the other day, the cover of, and one of the lines is, if I tell you how I feel, will you keep bringing out the best in me? And that's the kind of thing the masculines are realizing, that they want to keep having and bringing out the best in each other. And so they want it to kind of be this romantic idea that we never arrive at the finish line, that we're going to keep striding and keep evolving and growing together. That's so beautiful. Okay, and then we have the Emperor letting go of control issues here in the inverse, with telepathic and progress, telepathic connection and progress. So the Emperors are realizing that there is this very 5D energetic soul bond between the two. We saw that emotionally with the 5 of coins. So the masculines are very much just wanting to see how this goes. Oh, I didn't pull an advice for the feminines. Let's do the reciprocity first. So, or did we do that one? No, we didn't. So, okay. The lunar progressor, the masculines wanting to make up for lost time. Oh yeah, we got justice, because didn't I say they want these scales to be balanced? They want things to be justified. So here it is. So feminines, it's going to work in your favor. The masculines have to, be ready for it to actually kick off this way and to begin this more closely aligned journey in life together, rather than the developmental foundational stages where there's trust building that actually warrants these connections coming in. So we are seeing these connections coming into life partnership now, because the energy has aligned, because people are on the same page. Okay, what can we get for the Ten of Pentacles and eventual destinies here? Feminines, yeah, the Sun and the Ace of Wands. So this is where we kick off the life purpose, the life path, the missions together. And that's why we don't have this in the upright. The masculines are already very much investing in and curious about how these Ace of Wands, there's that one I was talking about, how it's going to ramp up. But you've got the missing piece, this enlightened missing piece, that the masculines don't want to have the whole thing worked out completely. They want your contribution. You're going to see them coming into alignment with you, and there are going to be such natural ways this unfolds that it may not even seem obvious, feminines. With our greatest manifestations, it's not until someday, once we've manifested those things, that somebody or ourselves suddenly said, did you ever think in a million years you would be da 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 da? And in that moment it clicks that yes, you did. And you trace it back to the moment where you heart wished that thing or that manifestation to come in. And that there was a period of time where you just surrendered, the going got good or busy, or you didn't even see the things that needed to play out, but you just buckled down and did them. You lived your life and you kind of forgot about wanting the manifestation. That's what I'm seeing happening here. A lot of the counterparts that are about to enter into the grounding of this are not necessarily going to see, watching the pot boil, I just heard. You're not necessarily going to see how quickly the temperature is coming up here. It's just going to happen. And while it's happening, it's going to be rapid. Things are going to move more quickly. Things are going to start establishing. Yeah, good stuff. So feminines, don't be hyper vigilant. Just do your part and show up for life. Okay, let's see what the advice is for the masculines that are dropping the control issues and really observing what is there energetically, in meditation, in telepathic communication, and these progressive thoughts. What are these progressive thoughts that the masculines are picking up on that they didn't first suspect they would feel here? Chamber of regeneration, multiplication, and growth. So they've been growing. They've changed their lives, not because you've wanted them to, for the reasons you've wanted, but because you've inspired them. This love has inspired them, and they have just grown as a result. And chamber of communication, telepathy. Are you kidding? So the amount of telepathic connection that the masculines have engaged in here, they believe in it. They know they're being productive when they're communing with you on that level. It has been inspiring their growth, and it might be on, the conscious mind. Sometimes it may be subconscious, but it is happening there. We got my telepathic Eight of Wands and the word telepathy here. So the emperors are not presuming they have the answers, but letting this stuff be revealed to them. Yes, masculines. So that is a confirmation that you are navigating these telepathic hurdles together in the 5D, and it is bringing you that incredible psychic ability to know your feminine and to know what they love and to know that your plans are coming true. I'm getting the sense that the masculines have a very rich internal dialogue with you feminines, just like the feminines do, but that it's starting to become incredibly obvious and magical to the masculines that as they blow through those levels of consideration internally, that they actually see you aligning with those things in real time. And when both counterparts are focused on this forward movement and progressive goals and changes and karma clearing and healing and balancing out, it does become more rapid when both are on the same page. And so whether you're in a cycle where you're coming on to the same page and syncing up, or if you're further along and you're starting to see union energies coming in, a lot that have been with me from the beginning will be seeing those union energies coming in, and a lot of the newer crew coming on. Yeah, this is like an accelerated growth path to see these energies modeled ahead of the game. I wish a lot of us who started the journey a while back had access to the wisdom from these newer energies, but we're all in this together. Well, what can we see for the feminines regarding the growth and telepathy that the masculines are experiencing? Wow, yeah, that's the forward motion to union. It may not be public knowledge. You may not see it coming the way that it is, but we've got the Four of Wands, 1111 union here. So things are moving forward. It might not be obvious that this is moving towards union right now, but feminines, whatever's happening right now, you both are designing your union. You both are aligning. You both are making major life changes. This can be a card of travel and literal moving. So yeah, it may not be centered around this connection being fully publicly known or recognized, but it is backed by union right now. So for a lot, if you're making decisions at this time and wondering if it's going to bring you closer to union, I'm getting a yes. Trust what you're being guided to do at this time. Trust your connection to source and what you're being told to choose. Okay, thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see? Last card here for the collective. Magic. Trust in your inner wisdom. What did I just say? That's so lovely. Take time for introspection. So, you know, you guys can watch these videos and it can be a nice confirmation, but this is, you know, there's no substitute for your connection to source and getting in there really deep with your inner knowing. Explore etheric realms. So the DMs are really exploring, specifically working out the logistics with you in the telepathic realms, so that when they reveal what they've been designing, planning, thinking up, you will be delighted because they have been tuned into you telepathically. Your spirit is immortal. So just remember that as well. Do not hang your happiness on a romantic relationship coming in or not. Get excited that as you express your spirit in physical form, that all the pieces fall in, because that's what this journey is actually about. It's about your spirit becoming more prevalent than you maybe have thought it could in this incarnation, in an old denser energy where things were, you know, materialistically based in the sense that they are what meets the eye. This journey is bringing us into a vastly different understanding of manifestation and how we create our reality. Okay, many blessings. Bye for now.